Okay, Calum, thanks for joining my chat.
Mm.
So we just had a session, and I'm doing some interviews with my players, especially the ones really getting some good results. In your case, you were our most improved player last year. I think you started with me how long ago?
Sure. Must have been year
Two?
and a bit ago. 2 years? No,
Two and a bit.
Two and a bit.
Two and a bit,
two
yeah.
and a bit.
And when you came here, you had a massive passion, but I think your ranking was like just out of the hundreds.
Yeah, it was about 110, 120.
Yeah, in South Africa. And in 8 months, we got you to 22,
Highest was 20.
20.
Undersea.
So that's a massive jump
Yeah.
in a really short time. So we just want to ask you what's basically made the change, a couple of things, because a lot of players out there like you, they want to know what is it? How do I jump? How do I get to that level quickly, or as quick as I can? And any ideas or tips from your side? What do you think made the big difference?
I mean, obviously, long-term goals, especially writing them down, sort of like affirmations. as well.
Yeah,
Just repeating in your head,
yeah,
like where you want to go and what, why you're actually playing.
yeah,
But I think the main difference for me was the team behind me.
yeah,
I mean, I just went from like playing sort of like just for myself,
yeah,
not really socially, but not at that sort of level.
yeah,
And then having a team behind me pushing me,
yeah,
definitely helped a lot. Kept my mindset very good throughout the 2 years.
yeah.
And it was just one jumper, one leap to the next.
So two things I'm picking up. The one is you had a plan and a vision, like you knew exactly where you're going and you stuck with it,
Yeah.
and you were confirming it, affirming it every day, seeing it in your mind, and we always talk about that.
Yeah.
And you said your team was so strong, and I can understand that because we are so close, we connected quickly, where you got to a stage where you're not just playing for yourself, but you're playing for your team. And those are two powerful things, knowing exactly where you want to go. So knowing exactly where you wanted to go, having that team, do you think that was the two biggest things?
Yeah, definitely.
From a coach's point of view, what I can say is, I think that's the fundamentals. Coach's point of view is what you started doing is you upped your hours,
Yeah.
for sure. You were hungry. You were playing more than most players. Every opportunity you got, you just wanted to play. I mean, some days you were so tired, like you were done.
But it's also like, I know you said it to me
Yeah.
before, it's not the amount of hours that you put in, it's the quality hours.
Yes,
And I
yes,
felt I was putting in a lot of hours, and it felt like most of the time it was quality
Yes.
playing, and
Yeah.
I think I could have easily done that many hours and not got into
You're so right. Yeah.
the top 25.
Yes.
But because those hours were quality and I knew where I wanted to go and I knew why I was putting in that work, and
Yeah.
having that work ethic,
Yeah.
it just helped
So your
much.
advice would be, hours are important,
Yeah.
but if quality starts going down, bring the hours down and keep the quality up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think rather have for me,
Yeah.
have say 7 hours of solid hitting a week, rather than having 12 or 13 hours where it's just like,
You're just getting through it.
yeah, it's just like you don't want to be there.
Yeah, I'm with you. And then once you do those 7 quality hours and you realize you got more, then up it maybe.
Yeah. If you still got more in the tank at the
Yeah.
end of the week, then
Yeah,
definitely.
that makes so much sense, man. Thanks for that, man. Appreciate it, champ. So what's next for you, man? What's the plan from here? You had this major jump. You're 70 now. What's next?
Sure. This year, I'm thinking more quality over quantity again.
Okay.
So, still having quite a lot of hours in, but like really, really solid, hard working,
Yeah.
and making sure I don't burn out, obviously. With nationals coming up, I mean, I'm looking for a big result, but like I'm going in.
Yeah,
positive.
I'm also feeling it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm really.
I think you can do some damage to at nationals, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then obviously there's a whole lot of tournaments coming up towards the end of the year, Super 8s, the bigger ones.
Yeah, and we had a conversation earlier. Your vision hasn't changed, eh? It's you have your plan. You want to go to Division 1 college. You want to be the best in the country.
And again, if I just keep that in my head, it's going to be like, I mean, 2 years ago, that was like a fantasy.
Yes.
And I was looking at, okay, let's, 2 years ago, I was saying let's make it internationals. Now I'm sitting here trying to get a seeding for nationals.
Yes.
And looking at a Division 1 college. So I know what's in my head.
Yeah.
And I know if I work hard at that,
Yeah.
it can happen, because I've proved it in the last 2 years that quality hours and work ethic.
Yeah.
Is
And vision, eh?
Yeah.
It's an incredible story, man. Like 2 years ago was a fantasy, and now when you actually started seeing yourself do it, you're like right here.
Yeah.
And I think players watching need to understand that for me, yes, you did put in the work. You did everything, but when you started planting in your mind where you're going, everything changed.
And again, it's like you're never too old for it.
Never.
I mean, again, last year was the first nationals I played. I was playing against guys who'd been playing since they were 12 nationals.
Unbelievable.
And the year before that, I didn't even make it. I signed in for it, but wasn't in the top 64 in the country, so I didn't even have a chance.
Yeah.
But so I would say I started later, because most of the
No,
kids
you
that I
did.
play against have been playing tournaments until they were 12.
Yeah.
But I feel like, again, that quality.
Yeah.
I know that I'm going to have to put in the extra work
Yeah.
to get there, and I'm willing to do that.
Yeah. And even though you started a bit late, within 8 months, it's almost like you got that time back.
So I can see it's like, it's not a set time frame for everyone.
Yeah.
It depends on which work you put in, it depends on the goal you want, it depends on the outcome.
Yeah. Callum, I think there's players out there that really needed to hear that. Appreciate your tips and your guidance, man. Keep going, you're going places, eh?
Thanks, Bill.
Thanks, my champ. Guys, thanks for watching. If you want to become part of my VIP team and become a master at this great game of tennis, click the link in the description. I'll see you inside.